Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work. Hello, guys. I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the queen of rap.
After illegal immigrant Nicki Minaj called Donald Trump the best president ever and flexed the gold card that came with it, Cardi started pointing out all of the things that she said about Nicki's finances and status that were true all along. And baby, get this, it's also being reported that all of Nicki's glam team that were mostly gay men have up and left her. And that's why she's out here looking a mess. Because of just how damn bad Nicki must have been to be doing PR for MAGA, she's riding harder for Donald Trump than actual Republicans. And it's giving desperate.
Barb, thank you, Harvey. I'm no longer Barb. For me, Nicki has just been too inconsistent with her fans and those that supported her, from Black women, the queer community, the trans community, and it's really sad to see her betray her fans like this.
There's no celeb in recent times that's had a bigger fall than Nicki McMAGA. In less than a year, she had multiple breakdowns on Twitter, went after kids, became anti-LGBTQIA+, and went from openly criticizing Trump and calling him evil over the harsh immigration policies to cheering and rallying for him, claiming that he is the best role model. Showing up at Turning Point USA with Erica Kirk is one thing, but recently Nicki turned up the heat when she walked in hand with Donald Trump in Washington, D.C. Nicki donated $500,000 to Trump accounts, which provided trust funds for children. This is coming at a time when Trump and his administration have been under fire for everything that's been happening with ICE agents, which is a bit ironic considering Nicki herself is an immigrant.
She's been such a great supporter and a great supporter of Trump accounts. And I said, I'm going to let my nails grow because I love those nails.
Once she showed up, she was called to the stage and had nothing but praise for Trump. With the way that Nicki took her time to speak and think of just the right word, it almost made it seem as though the words were being fed to her. Or at least someone drilled what to say to her into her head before allowing her to speak. Nicki talked about how she was Trump's #1 fan, and that there's nothing anyone can say or do to make her change her mind. In fact, Nicki feeds off of the backlash and internet chatter, and it motivates her to support him even more. She also talked about how the new Trump accounts was a blessing to kids, saying this is the best news. Wow, God is good. So happy for the children this will help and the burdens that will be lifted from all the hardworking parents in this country. And it isn't just Trump she's supporting. She recently stepped out to support Melania for the film premiere of her documentary in Washington at the Kennedy Center. And remember what we said about Nicki being so against Trump's immigration laws in the past. Girl, she walked all that back with the quickness. And honestly, it would be funny if it wasn't so hypocritical.
Came from a different country at about 5 years old and always wanted the American dream. I thought that when I came to the United States, I was gonna be like moving into like a castle, and I was gonna be wearing big like poofy dresses and going out to like ballrooms. I don't know why I had that idea, but anyway, so my parents both worked really hard, and I guess you could say they were very motivating people, believed in me, but we really didn't have much. There were times that in between jobs, I definitely remember my mother having to be dependent on the government for help. But it would always be a couple months here and there.
Nicki talked about coming to the U.S. at 5 years old and hoping to achieve the American dream. And it turned out great for her here. All the while, a 5-year-old boy was detained in Minnesota. And it just so happens that now Nicki is clearly and completely out of touch with reality. Throughout the interview, she was trying really hard not to say the wrong things, especially when she talked about her parents being on and off government assistance. She kept repeating that the government support was only a couple of months here and there, because her parents were always working hard to stay afloat.
Even as a kid, I could tell she was disappointed in her check. So it always instilled something in me to be a go-getter and to make my family proud by way of achieving my goals. So I would set really outlandish goals, kind of, and just hope for the best.
And that worked out pretty well for you.
I'd say so.
And I think it's safe to say that your family is more than proud of you.
And this is so bizarre because if this same administration was in place when Nicki was trying to get into the country, she might not have had the success story to tell. It looks like Nicki is closing the door right behind her for the sake of impressing a few people. Everyone is talking about how she ruined her legacy, and this may be one of those times you can't separate the art from the artist. Nicki isn't just trying to please her MAGA masters. She also is very actively betraying a huge part of her fan base, and making it difficult even for her hardcore fans to support her still. But if you're expecting Nicki to somehow care about her fans now turning on her, you'll be waiting for a long time. She's already said that she sees the backlash because all it does is give her energy and drive. She wasted no time laughing off the hate, and showed off the Trump gold card she received after appearing for the Trump Account Summit. And do y'all know what that gold card means? All them deportation petitions against Nicki are now dead in the water. The Trump Gold Card is an immigration program that offers a fast track to getting a green card for wealthy foreign individuals like Nicki, who can make substantial financial contributions to the government. With this card, Nicki can bypass the traditional visa requirements that's taken her years to do without luck, and can become a U.S. citizen as long as she's willing to put her money where her mouth is. Basically, with the $500,000 she just donated to Trump accounts, plus the PR campaign she's running, Nicki has fulfilled her end of the bargain and Trump fulfilled his by making her wish come true. And with the gold card in her hand, Nicki has been flexing on everyone, posting pictures with Donald Trump and telling folks to go touch some grass. She also posted saying, "Finalizing that citizenship paperwork as we speak as per my wonderful, gracious, charming president. Thanks to the petition. I wouldn't have done it without. Okay, citizen, nah, you are the moment. Gold Trump card free of charge." And she's still out there shading Cardi.
You look pretty good behind the seal, by the way.
Thank you.
I must admit, your competition, which really isn't competition, didn't really look good behind the seal when they were with Kamala Harris. Just saying.
And according to several inside reports, Cardi isn't even surprised. Cardi has told us time and time again that Nicki has a mean spirit and fakes everything for the public. And it looks like she was absolutely right. A photographer who worked for New York Times Magazine backed Cardi and revealed his own experience with Nicki, saying that she was the most evil person in the industry who treats people like trash. I was appalled at the fact that the magazine wanted to continue with her as a cover subject, not just because of the shoot, but because of her interview where she also walked off set during her sit-down conversation. At the time, I also remember thinking, why is Nicki Minaj worthy of being a New York Times Magazine cover subject? She's not. It left me feeling very uncomfortable in many ways. I don't need to be a music nerd to realize that even at her height, she was never a Little Kim or Foxy Brown. She was simply an agitator.
Here, the black woman, the only black woman in the whole room, that's her. I think Trump's looking for a Nicki Minaj à trois because she really seems to dig him. This is one of his strangest bedfellows yet. I mean, where is Cardi B with a fistful of shoes when you need her? Again, this is an event about savings accounts. Nicki Minaj just made a last-minute midnight payment to avoid losing her house. She's at a savings account event with Donald Trump.
Charlie Kirk called Nicki a bad role model and said that black culture is being held back because of people like her. Yet somehow Nicki agreed to sit down and do the appearance. At the end of the day, Nicki shows that Nicki will do anything for money and power. No esix, no soul. And the internet definitely sees it that way too. Nicki Minaj becomes the first Trini Indian immigrant word wife and hip-hop artist with 90% LGBTQ+ fan base to support the homo and transphobic PDF president this century. I don't know any artist who erased a decade-long legacy in the blink of an eye. Only Nicki Minaj, one of the greatest rappers ever, now a case study in self-sabotage in music history. But what do you guys think about this? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye baddies.